Love 15. All. 30-15.
By her standards, Petrova didn't have a great year last year. Dropped down the rankings from 11 to 20. Carlos Rodriguez on the right. Still coaching Justine. Best results for Petrova last year, semis of Ponte Vedra Beach and Beijing.
14-15.
She chalks up the first ace.
Yeah, one of her biggest strengths, the serve. For Petrova, she'll be certainly looking to serve well in this match. She'll need to.
Well, a comfortable opening game for the Russian. This tournament moved here to Brisbane last year. Had previously been played on the Gold Coast, still in Queensland, of course. Now played at the Queensland Tennis Centre and this arena called the Pat Rafter Arena. Pat, a son of Queensland, of course. Nadia Petrova reached the final in the Gold Coast in 2004, lost to Ai Sugiyama. And Justine played the old tournament twice, won it in 2001, and the runner-up the following year to Venus Williams. I would think Enam would be looking for some longer rallies just to settle down, get a feel for the ball.
Yeah, it always helps, doesn't it, at the start of a match to try and play a lot of balls, get rid of the nerves, get rid of some of that energy.
Chance to tell you that later on today we'll have coverage of the men's event, the ATP Tour event from Doha. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal heading up the seeds there. Neither of them in action or on the opening day. Of course, this event started on Sunday. Kim Clijsters, as I mentioned, one of the winners, beat Tatiana Garbin 6-2, 6-1. She'll play Alicia Molik in the second round.
30-15.
Winners so far today: Roberta Vinci 6-4, 2-6, 6-2 over fellow Italian Sara Errani. Timea Batsinski of Switzerland has beaten one of the qualifiers, Alla Kundryavtseva 6-4, 7-6. And Anna Ivanovic has beaten Jelena Dokic 7-5, 1-6, 6-3.
40-15.
And the length of that match and the previous match on the centre court, a men's match in which Richard Gasquet beat Jarko Nieminen 6-4 in the third, explains why this match getting underway a little later. Carlos looks a little thinner to me, does he to you?
He does, doesn't he? I guess sometimes probably travelling on the tour, particularly as a coach, spending time hanging around, eating a lot. Maybe he's not been eating quite as much.
You
It's
speak
in
from
good shape.
experience, of course.
Game minimum.
That looked a little close. But Petrova accepts it.
Oh, 1 game.
There's the confirmation of the shut roof.
Exactly how Petrova's going to be wanting to play this match, using the first serve and then being able to control the rally. See her court position up on the baseline. As soon as she gets pushed back and Henin's able to expose her movement, she's going to be in trouble.
Oh, yes.
It's right in the zone, that. The serve,
15.
not good enough, the second serve here. And in on the baseline, takes it very early. Fantastically timed backhand.
Even applauded by her opponent. We've missed the Henin backhand, one of the classic shots of the last decade.
30.
Not too many single-handed backhands on the women's tour, dominated with the double-hander.
Nadia Petrova, these days being coached by Christian Zalaka.
She's had a few different coaches, Petrova, hasn't she, over the years?
Yes, tends to get through them fairly rapidly.
14.
Second ace. Isn't it lovely to see Henin prepared to come forward? I'll always remember that Wimbledon final she played against Amelie Mauresmo, and I think there's more volleying than there was in the men's final.
Yeah, quite possibly so. There, showing her ability at the net. Great reactions there, able to control that winning volley.
Game Petrova.
Well, Petrova not overawed by the aggressors. Winner of this match will go through to play either wildcard Casey Delacqua of Australia or the qualifier Cecil Karatancheva from Kazakhstan. They're out on court at the moment. It's 1-all and on serve 3-2 to Karatancheva in the third.
Great placement there from the first serve.
39.
Just coming around the outside of the ball, putting a little bit of slice on it.
40 love.
Also on court at the moment, we've got Lucy Safarova and Annalena Grunewald. They've just split the first two sets. First to Grunewald on the tiebreak, second to Safarova. 6-4.
Game, Anna.
So a love game for Justine Henin. It's 2-all.
2 games all.
It's interesting on that last point, on the first serve, you could see Henin was looking to move forward, serve and volley. Big part of her game, moving up the court, as we've seen earlier in this match. Got great hands at the net, and it's great to see in the women's game. Don't see it so much.
Let her serve.
Well, inevitably, although she played 3 exhibition matches last month, Henin, 2 in Belgium, beating Kirsten Flipkins and Flavia Panetta, and then the one against Petrova in Egypt, still looking a little rusty. Exhibition matches are one thing. The real thing brings rather different pressures.
Game, Petrova.
So Henin's love service game is answered by one from Petrova. Lucy.
Yeah, I was surprised with Clijsters, but with Henin, I don't know, at the back of my mind, I felt that she might make a comeback.
One thing's for sure, the women's tour is stronger as a result of both of them being back.
No, it definitely is. I mean, both adding different dimensions to the game. I mean, unbelievable comeback for Clijsters, winning the US Open. I guess there's a little bit of pressure for Henin to follow in her footsteps.
Hasn't lost any of her sharpness around the court, reacting very quickly to the net cord.
30 love.
I was quick onto it. See Petrova's position in no man's land, really, in the middle of the court.
Maybe not quite as quick as that initial run of the replay. It's what we call a spooler in the trade, when it goes a little too quickly. That's beautiful.
Great control there with the backhand up the line, because she was under pressure. Petrova was in full control of the rally. And in there showing what touch she has, and again, unusual to see in the women's game. She's got such a good slice backhand.
Well, that ends a sequence in which 12 straight points have been won by the server.
Let the serve.
Showing that it's not just the backhand that opponents need to fear. 3-all.
3 games all.
I think it is important for Petrova to move forward, but she's going to have to play much more effective approach shots because, as we've mentioned, Enin's movement around the court is so sharp. She's able to pick up anything that's slightly short and put it away convincingly. Interesting game now.
Love 15.
The only British interest, incidentally, in Brisbane was Naomi Cavaday, who was trying to qualify, but went out in the first round of the qualifying to the number 2 seed in the qualifying, Chen Yung Zhan of Chinese Taipei, 266 love 6-2. Katie O'Brien went out in the first round of qualifying in Auckland, but I'm delighted to tell you that Elena Baltasar, now the highest ranked Briton, partially, of course, as a result of Anne Kyothafong's injury.
15 all.
Elena has qualified today in Auckland. She'd won a couple of matches already, and then in the final round of qualifying had her most comfortable win, actually, over Stephanie Dubois of Canada, 6-3, 6-1. So Elena into the main draw in Auckland. Will obviously keep you posted as to her progress as the week develops.
30-15.
Good first serve here from Petrova. She certainly needed it. Use of the slice coming around the outside of the ball. Caught Enin off guard.
Now then, the first of what you would describe as a really important point. 3-all, 30-all. Most service games have been pretty comfortable so far.
A huge point here. Petrova needs a big first serve.
Got it, and then a very good approach shot. Full of depth.
Much better depth and pace there. She was quick onto it. The return was pretty short. As you saw, it put Enin under pressure, unable to hit a good passing shot.
Yes.
First deuce of the match. Both these women born in June of 1982. Justine on the 1st of June and Nadia on the 8th, so 8 days younger. Both of them 27, of course. Perhaps not such a good mover around the court as her opponent, and that tricky net cord leading to the first break point of the match.
No, she didn't see it, did she? And slow up to it. But I mean, looking at that replay there, I do feel she had enough time to be able to control it, put the ball in the court. Yeah, good idea to change the pace there with the use of the slice.
Yes.
At that time, just put a little bit too much on it. You saw how high the shot was, and it sat up nicely for Petrova.
Petrova's last win against Hanna came on the clay courts of Berlin in 2006.
Advantage Petrova.
Actually in the final. Her third ace.
Again, using that slice serve out wide. Took him by surprise.
Okay, Petrova. New ball.
Good hold for the Russian. New balls. That's impressive.
Great play there from the Russian, because she was in trouble and then just hesitated a little bit when she came forward, and that opened up the point again for Petrova there, moving forward, taking the ball out of the air, taking time away from Justine. Big first point. A couple of times she's had opportunities there, really shouldn't have missed that shot. It was an opportunity for her to attack off it, and what a big point it was.
Not far wide. Petrova, of course, has been ranked as high as 3 in the world back in May of 2006. Good year that year. Won in Linz, runner-up in Berlin and Bangkok. Semis of the French, quarters of Wimbledon and the US Open. First double fault of the match. And now a little bit of pressure on the Enan serve.
So far it hasn't been a good service game for Enan. Made just one first serve.
So having failed to take advantage of a break point in the previous game, now Enan faces one.
Yes.
She finds the first serve when she needs it.
Petrova just questioning it. Did seem to me as if it caught the back of the line, and it was pretty close.
Yeah, it looked good to me too.
Just seems to be struggling a little bit with the ball toss, Enan, on that first serve. Getting it up there in the right place.
Advantage Enan.
Haven't heard a trademark alley yet, have we, from Justine?
I'm sure it will come.
Game.
So both of them then have had a break point, but we've had no breaks.
4 games all.
No, they both seem to dealt with that little bit of pressure, coming out with some good serves at the key moments. And again, a very interesting time for all. Certainly, I think we'll see Enin trying to take advantage here, put pressure on Petrova. First couple of points key in the game. See her court position there. She's going to be looking to take this second serve early. Great volley there from Petrova.
15.
Back behind her opponent, good control. That return very early, managed to time it.
Yes, that was a much better return, wasn't it, the previous one, although she took it early, really mishit it.
No, there wasn't enough on it, was there? For that time, just about able to control the pace. It was a pretty pacey serve from Petrova.
Wow.
Again, taken early, short backswing, sends it up the line.
15-30.
Yeah, hardly any take back at all there. Used the pace from Petrova's serve. Showing great hand skills there to be able to control that.
First serve.
That is a chance. Well up the court, but perhaps just snatched at it a little bit.
I think she's still sending that message to her opponent that anything short she's going to be looking to take on, and that's tough for a server. You know that you've got to put a decent serve there, particularly if it's the second serve. You've got to put a bit more on it, and that's sometimes when we see the double faults.
None so far from Petrova. That's a great backhand. Of course, much more the traditional women's backhand of the modern era, the double-hander.
No, a great point there from Petrova. She got the first serve in there, a good deep forehand, and here just stepping in, coming around the outside of the ball, creating that angle. You see how it's moving away from Enin.
Game, Petrova.
Petrova.
She's held her own.
Love.
First ace for Justine.
That did look close, that first serve.
It's like a number 7 bus, isn't it? You wait for ages for one to come along and then 2 arrive.
Nice smile there from Petrova.
37 minutes she's waited for one at her net.
That's a great forehand from Enin, back behind Petrova. Certainly a good tactic, because Petrova isn't the best mover on the women's tour. There you see the racket head speed coming around the outside of the ball, getting it to whip away.
Game and out.
So a love game for Justine. The second of the match.
5 games all.
5 all. I can tell you that the winner of this match will play Cecil Karatancheva, who's beaten Casey Delacroix on a final set tiebreak, winning the tiebreak by 7 points to 1.
Starting to really open up now, and I know she missed that return. Looked a lot freer. I guess the nerves have settled.
Now then, another opening here for Enan. This tactic of really attacking the serve paying off, even though again there was a slight mishit, but the fact that she was up at the net.
I see there again, not much backspin, taking it early, using the pace of the serve, moving forward, and at a point like that it was a little bit too much pressure for Petrova.
2 break points then. That's a super way to save the first one. Ace number 4 for Petrova.
Really reaches up to the ball there. Dead centre down the middle, flat serve. Good power.
Led for serve.
go long. There is the first alley from Justine Henin as she gets.
Love.
That would really annoy Petrova. Just when she needs to be at her very best. Gives Henin a cheap point, failing to return a second serve.
No, she had to put that return back in the court.
Let her serve. Dirty love.
Two quick points.
Impressive stuff indeed from Henin. And it's 3 set points.
No, positive tennis again, moving forward, keeps her eye on the ball on that backhand. Wasn't a particularly easy volley, but she knew Petrova had committed to the other side.
Game, first set,
and wraps up the set with her third ace. Successive love service games for Justine Henin. Stepping back a bit and then moving into the ball.
Now giving herself a little bit more space and time. She is getting a bit caught. Too close to the ball. So enabling her to step back, give her the opportunity to move forward onto it and get the full momentum of her body weight through the shot.
15.
But I rather like Christian's style because he was always emphasising the positive thing, the fact that, you know, she's playing well and there was only a couple of points in it.
I mean, that's exactly what she needs, isn't it? She needs to be reassured that it has been a very close first set and a few points
30.
Either way. Just needs to maybe be a little bit more aggressive. We spoke about that Henin was the one looking to take the opportunities. Petrova, she can have the mindset to look to take it on, particularly attack Henin's second serve.
Love.
But her temperament has been good, Petrova. Great to hear she's enjoying the experience out here.
Petrova's first double fault of the match. And if you could go to serve a double, the least bad time to do so is at 40 love. Particularly if you come up with a fifth ace immediately afterwards. Quickly tell you of another result from the outside courts. Lucy Safarova has gone through to the second round, beating Annalena Grunefeld. The Czech winning 6-7, 6-4 and 6-1. And she awaits either the 6th seed Alexandra Wozniak of Canada or the Kazakhstani Galina Vozkovoyeva, one of the qualifiers. They play a little later today. In fact, they're playing in the evening session. Well, that's a very aggressive intent coming in behind the return.
Love 15.
This was the two of them chatting. during the change of ends. Sorry you can't hear this. Obviously, our host broadcasters on the replay are keeping that to themselves. But it's a very impressive start to the second set.
No, she really has kept her head well. Petrova hasn't let that first set affect her at all. She's doing what her coach asked, being a little bit more aggressive, particularly off that forehand side.
15-30.
And responding well to the gauntlet that Petrova had thrown down at the start of this game. That is so good, and I don't mean the smash, but the whole construction of the point.
Yes.
That was great use of the court from Petrova. Here she opens up the opportunity. She's got her opponent at full stretch, moves forward, keeps her eye on the smash, puts it away comfortably.
Advantage Petrova.
Again, really attacking the serve, and so Petrova with an opportunity to get the first break of the second set. Had the one chance, of course, in the first. Oh, and is gifted the break with that second double fault from Enna. So it's a 2-love lead. And met with stony silence. That's a bit tough for her.
No, it was, wasn't it? I think maybe the crowd a little bit shocked at that. Possibly felt that things would start to go Ennin's way, particularly with the way she finished that first set. But full marks to Petrova. Have really been impressed with her composure, her attitude out here. She started this second set extremely well. Starting to put pressure on her opponent.
15. Ball.
It was interesting. One of the things Petrova was talking to her coach about was if the ball wasn't coming at her, she wasn't getting out of the way. And I think that was certainly the case there.
No, she got caught up a bit on that ball. Seemed to be moving away from her. The wind has picked up a bit. Got herself tucked up too close to it.
And a typical NA response, having fallen a break behind,
15.
now has the opportunity to recover the break immediately. Does just that. Break of serve apiece then. Hasn't lost the touch. Although I am surprised that Petrova wasn't moving up the court, because I saw it coming. She should have done.
No, she seemed to be a little bit off balance from that return. Had to turn her back away from the court. I'm not sure even if she'd seen it a little bit earlier, she'd have picked it up. Tennis there from both players. Petrova certainly seemed to be in control of the rally, but Enin there showing her skills, able to put the ball back deep. Finally Petrova slightly mistiming that forehand, sending it wide. Certainly had to do a lot of running in that point, Enin.
A fourth ace.
Got the ball toss spot on here. I felt in the first set at times it was a little bit low, but that time spot on, great accuracy.
You saw it was 177 k's, that's 110 miles an hour. Quick by anybody's standards.
Game and new balls, please.
And that's a fourth love service game of the match for Justine Henin, who recovers from love 2 to 2-all in the second set.
Oh, extremely good service game there from Henin. That lead quickly went from Petrova, didn't it?
Fifth seed Elisa Klebanova has recovered from losing the first set to her fellow Russian Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova to win the second 6-2. It's now 1-all in the decider. And Agnes Shavai of Hungary has made a good start against Peng Shuai from China. Hungarian leading 2-love first set.
Love 15.
Again, she took that second serve so early. It's halfway up the court when she made contact with it.
Petrova gets into the rally,
15.
she can more than match Anna in terms of power off the ground.
No, I mean, Petrova's got a big strike on her natural pace, and in choosing to take the ball early to send the ball back quickly to her opponent.
Thirty 15.
That's excellent serving.
No, another big serve here.
Well, that's
That was in the first set, wasn't it?
yes, I don't know where they dredged that one up from.
Game Petrova.
Good serving from Nadia Petrova.
Love.
Both players, on the whole, really have served well. Starting to see a lot of quick, cheap points off the serve.
When Anna gets the first serve in, well, she's only lost 1 point behind the first serve. Won 17 of 18 points, that's 94%. First serve percentage is not what she would want at 42, 63 for Petrova.
No, I mean, they're both looking to be aggressive off that first serve, so the percentage will be down, but obviously 42%, nowhere near high enough for where Justine would want it. It is a shot that's improved in the women's game, the serve. They've always returned extremely well, but over the last year or two, the serve's been a big part of most players' improvements. I think that'll continue to happen. No longer a shot just to start the point.
Just wide.
40-15.
Not a big prize money tournament, this one. The total prize money, $220,000. That's American dollars, not Australian, by the way. The winner will take away $37,000. But why it's attracted such a field is, of course, it's a perfect way to start the year as you build up to the Australian Open, which you'll be able to follow, of course, on Eurosport. Both Eurosport International and Eurosport 2, starting in 2 weeks' time.
Game enough. Three games.
So a couple of comfortable service games after the 2 breaks of serve in a row. 3-all second set.
Stroke of luck there.
Love 15.
The little alley from Anna.
Love 30.
Perhaps deciding this is the moment. Now looking at Petrova.
Changing her racket. I don't know if she broke a string or just not happy with it.
Love 40.
Well, that's a poor shot, really.
Again, getting a little bit too close to the ball.
So a great opportunity for Enan. This to go in front for the first time in this second set. Well played.
A great serve from Petrova, but the return from Enin was
15, 40.
fantastic one. Petrova really had to work hard for the point here, kept great composure on the volley. Just putting it into the space.
Again, it's excellent play from Petrova. So 2 break points saved, but still a third to face.
Again, their use of the slice gets her opponent a full stretch there. The shorter return for Petrova to really nail that forehand up the line. Good 1-2 combination there.
Yes.
Oh, Anna will know she had a wonderful opportunity to get the break. It was a super return of serve.
It really was a great return because the serve was a good one, but as you say, a real opportunity there for Enin. It was a short ball, she was close to the net and just coming down over the top of it, putting it into the bottom of the net.
Advantage Petrova.
Well, psychologically, this would be huge for Petrova if she can hold from love 40.
That really would. Served her way out of trouble so far. Great play from Henin there, showing her ability to change the pace. Good use of the slice and then steps in, put some pace onto the single-handed backhand. Too much for her opponent.
Getting a little ratty with the ball, boys and girls. Sign of growing frustration, perhaps. Got to take it out on someone, normally the coach.
Yeah, she's still on good terms with the coach at the moment, so the ball kids get it. Did look wide, didn't it?
Nothing you can do about it now. There's both of them getting a little angst out there.
No, it is a key time, isn't it? Enin knows that she should have already had this game. 3 break points so far. Certainly went for that first serve.
Game 12.
That is a great effort from Petrova.
Out.
Ooh, that's overrule by Leanne White, but no protest from Anna.
Didn't need to go for the line at all. Petrova had committed the other way, just slightly overcooked it.
Tournament isn't the same without Hawkeye, is it, to give us that definitive version?
It's amazing how much we miss it.
I love 30.
Well, this is significant. Petrova really full of confidence, understandably.
They're just looking to be rushing a little bit, Enin.
Lazy. It was the footwork again. She got tucked up on the shot.
Yeah, it just seemed to be too upright on it. It was a huge point for her because she managed to put a lot of balls back in the court. Enin was in control of the rally, and there just needed to get in the right position, stay down and really knife the slice down, force her opponent to make the pass.
Let. First serve.
A huge point, but she can't afford to miss those sorts of shots against a player like Justine Henin.
Oh, it's brilliant. The little stop volley was a little too obvious. Enam was on her way forward well before Petrova had played the shot, but still the volley was great.
Yeah, it was really the worst shot selection really from Petrova, particularly against Enin. She was already on her way up before Petrova had pretty much hit it, and they're showing the kind of touch she has. Great control, putting the ball up over the top of her opponent.
Deuce.
Third double. Yeah, the Aussie crowd have been a bit quiet by their standards, haven't they?
Not sure what he said then.
Come on, Nadia.
Oh. It's the Aussie accent.
Advantage Anna.
Very deep second serve there from Justine.
Yeah, brave delivery considering she just double faulted. Her first serve percentage still too low at 43%. It has been an issue for her over the years. A terrific point from both of them. It holds, it's 4-all. Excellent crowd in, as you would expect for the return of Justine Henin, and they've really enjoyed a top-class match.
Great play here from Henin. She kept her ground. See her position up on the baseline. There was a lot of pace coming off the racket of Petrova. But Henin there, using that pace, taking it early, forced the error from her opponent. Did well to get herself out of trouble there, Henin. There was an opportunity for Petrova. She was love 30. Missed that slice backhand. It was a huge error for her. Again, a great serve. Good use of the slice. Likes to use that, get her opponent right off the court.
Well, if she can come through this in 2 sets, which is a big if still, would be the perfect comeback for Henin, because she has been genuinely tested today by Petrova.
No, she really has.
Yeah, I've been impressed by Petrova, having struggled a bit last year. Well, we've always known that she can get a little down on herself, Petrova.
30-40.
And the reaction said it all, didn't it?
No, it was the right decision to move forward there. Great forehand, opening up the opportunity, but she just lets it drop a fraction too much. You can see her racket there going down, sends the ball that way. But Henin making her play time and time again.
So another opportunity for Henin.
Yes.
Sort of Andy Murray-like gesture of flexing the old muscles after the big ace. The 6th.
The serve has proved effective, hasn't it? Been able to get herself out of trouble.
Advantage, Petrova.
Must be thrilled, Christian Zalika, the new coach of Petrova.
Game, Petrova.
That's 4 break points Petrova saved, and those it out if she can break the Anand serve here at 4-5.
Really got to be looking to attack this second serve now.
Fifteen love.
Desperately wants this win, doesn't she, Anand?
Yes. That's a classic. Yes, everybody enjoyed that one.
Great timing here. Held her ground, stays down, through the shot. Fires that racket right at the ball.
Forty love.
And again, the difference that first serve makes from Anand.
It's funny, at 4-5 in the first set, and then held to love. Trying to do the same here.
Game, Anand.
And does so with a 5th ace. And then, of course, having held to love, she broke and then held to love again. She would love history to
5
repeat
games.
itself. She's now had 5 love service games. Petrova just the 1.
The key being that first serve. When she gets that in, hardly lost a point, Justine Anand.
Yes, she's lost just 3 points behind the first serve in the entire match. 3 of 27.
15 love.
Another big serve from Petrova, though. Great placement down the tee.
Yeah, she's ahead in the aces count. So 7, 5 from Anand, 186 k's is 116 miles an hour.
15.
But she'll be aware in the back of her mind, as will Henna, that it was at 5-all that Anand broke through in the first set.
No, there's not much room for margin for Petrova at the moment. Big point here, second serve. Look at Anand, desperate to get all over it.
15, 30.
And it was back quickly at Petrova, but she should have done better than that.
Yeah, a few too many errors at key times, really, for Petrova. But she's kept the focus. Slow up to that, wasn't she?
Yeah, the last 2 points have been disappointing indeed for Petrova. Well, she saved break points in her last 2 service games. She really needs to do so again here.
Game, Anand.
Just as she did in the first set. And now Anand is serving for it.
Oh. 15 love.
No, I mean, it's vital. Petrova has got to put those returns in the court. Make Henin work for this. Too good there, though.
Yep, number 6.
She was on her way into net behind it, didn't need to play the volley. What a great serve.
Well, served out the first set to love, but not this time around. And you want to see Petrova make and then earn this victory.
It's getting that balance, isn't it? She was aggressive there, but there was more margin, didn't go for the lines.
Bless you. That was not me sneezing, folks, by the way. That was someone in the crowd.
14-15.
An hour and 36 minutes they've been out there. It's been a terrific contest and the ideal test for Henin on her comeback. And now she has 2 match points.
Game set.
What a return for Justine. Yes, a little bit of relief there. She's taken on a top 20 player and beaten up a top 20 player playing well too. And with Henin in the bottom half of the draw and Kim Clijsters at the very top of it. Ooh, that would be a juicy final, wouldn't it? Henin and Clijsters, the 2 comeback ladies from Belgium. And we're looking a little too far ahead, but